Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Mitch, and we're going to have a little adventure with the new Ninja XL grill air fryer and cook up a few things and see how easy it is to work and how the food comes out. First, let's take a look at the control panel of this thing, and it does come with a quick start guide. At first, it seemed a little confusing, but it didn't take long to get the hang of this, so I'm going to go over it with you now. What we have is we have a power button here, which turns it on. Then right next to it, we have a row of buttons on the bottom here, and this one is grill, air crisp, roast, bake, broil, and dehydrate. I'll probably only be using the grill and the air crisp settings. We also have a thermometer that comes with it, and the thermometer right here plugs into the side of the unit right up towards the front, and we're going to do our first cook with the thermometer. So it's turned on. We're going to put it on grill, and then if we've got the thermometer plugged in, we have to hit the thermometer button, and I have a preset where I get the choice of what kind of protein it is, or I can push the thermometer button again and get a manual mode where I can set the temperature, and it'll cook until the internal temperature comes up to whatever the thermometer is stuck in. So what I'm going to do on this first cook is I'm going to put it in the automatic setting, not the manual setting. And then they give us this, they give us a quick start guide here. Tells you how to place the thermometer, what the control panel things do. And then it has some charts inside. And it has a doneness guide where it tells you what level to set it. So for medium rare, it can be either 3 or 4. But I'm going to cook hamburgers in here the first time, so I'm going to go for medium, and I will set the temperature to 5. All right, so I've got it set now, and I'm going to put the grill in. I'm going to turn on my range hood, and I'm going to press the start button, and now it's going to preheat. While it's preheating, I'm going to get my burgers ready. I've got some of the grass-fed from Sam's Club here, and we'll make 2 burgers out of it. So we will get this out of the package, break it in half, and make 2 patties. Now it's supposed to take 10 minutes to preheat this thing, so it's going to be a while. It won't take that long to make the burger patties, but right now you can see it says preheat, and there's a little progress bar going across. It'll tell you where into the preheat cycle that we are. So we'll skip forward from now and come back after the thing is preheated. All right, it's done preheating. It says add the food. So I'm going to take one of these hamburger patties and I'm going to stick the thermometer right down into it, and it says to stick it in right up to the hilt. And we'll open the air fryer and we'll put 2 hamburgers in, which I salted. We'll close it, and it should start cooking. It's not any noisier than the Z-Star, but it's not any quieter either. When I cook burgers in my Z-Star, I use the meter Bluetooth thermometer. I've always found that when you cook anything in any kind of an oven or an air fryer, you want it to come out right. And if you've got the tools to constantly monitor the internal temperature, you pretty well guarantee you're never going to overcook or undercook your food. So one of the things that this has, that the Z-Star doesn't, is a built-in thermometer that plugs into it. If you have a Z-Star, I don't think that that's enough of a difference to warrant upgrading, if it even is an upgrade or not a sideways movement. But the reason I'm doing this is my favorite air fryer, that Z-Star, which is so simple and works so well. You just can't get them. You can't get them anymore. So we'll see. I have a funny feeling this is going to be very, very, very close. And hopefully I'll like this just as well. So we'll let this go for a while and see how long it takes to cook these burgers. Well, it just lit up and told me to flip the hamburgers over at 106 degrees. So let's open the top. Wow, look at that there. Really turning into meatballs. And I'm going to try to flip this over. Oh, that's not too bad. Wow, look at the crust on the outside of that. And the grill marks. That looks terrific. That looks terrific. Okay, we have flipped it. And it is coming up in temperature to 111 degrees now. And the medium rare indicator is starting to flash. So it's telling me the progress as it cooks. So if I decided at this point, I guess I wanted this burger medium rare, and now it's flipped over to medium, so it's starting to increase in doneness, and the temperature is coming up to what it says is the target temperature of 121, but that seems a little low. I'll have to figure out how they figure their numbers, but in either event, I only care that it actually came out cooked the way I wanted it. So now it says to get the food. So we'll open the top and we will get the food out. You got to be careful not to touch your hand on any of this stuff. And I will close the top. And now it's telling me that I need to rest it. I will say that the grill marks on these burgers are very impressive. And it almost looks like it came off a barbecue grill, which is encouraging. But I'm going to cut it open and see what it looks like on the inside here momentarily. 58, 59, 5 minutes, end. Okay. What's it saying? It says 0. It's all finished. I can power it off. And now we can cut into this and see what the doneness is. It's pink inside. It doesn't look medium to me. It looks medium rare. Was a thick hamburger. Maybe I did something wrong with the way I set the temperature. I'll check on that, but it does look cooked. Let's see what happens. It took a grand total of about 15 minutes to cook them, including the period of rest. Delicious, nice and juicy. Certainly cooked enough to enjoy, but not quite the way I had it set to medium. It's a little bit less done than that. But this is the first time I've used it. I have to get familiar with its quirks, with the timing of these things, and make sure that I did everything exactly right. But however I did it, the hamburger is delicious. Not bad. So I'm going to go ahead and eat these for my dinner. And next we'll come back and we'll make some chicken wings and see how they come out. Those are going to be done not using a thermometer, by just tried and true time and temperature. So we'll be back.